it's been years since Roblox has had, like, new items that they've made personally that go along with Roblox's aesthetic.
Back to my favorite game on Roblox right now, Black Hawk Rescue Mission 5. There will be a link to that game in the description. Everyone who listens to this, everyone who watches this, needs to play this game. It's so good.
So, this is take 1 of this podcast. Hopefully, I don't mess it up. And if you don't like profanity or anything like that, too bad. I might cuss here and there. It's all good. We're all good. We're just having a chill little podcast. You might hear my mouse click a few times too, because, I'm gonna be going through the Roblox website as I read all of this. So, I'm gonna be talking about my gripes, my problems with the Roblox website, and just Roblox as a whole. But it's mainly just like the Roblox website and the community. And I'm gonna go off on a lot of tangents, so if you don't like that, still watch, because this could be some interesting information, stuff that you didn't know about, something that you might have learned on Twitter 20 minutes ago, but I will be explaining a week or maybe even a day after I record this. So, yeah. Welcome to episode 1 of Talking About Blank, the podcast. Today we will be talking about Roblox and why everything is going downhill. I'm kidding. Roblox is pretty great. It's actually, I wouldn't say it's in its prime, but like the website and like how the website is run, like smoothness, how good everything looks, the sleekness of it is amazing. And everyone likes to talk about like how, oh, modern Roblox sucks and I don't like the old version. But the old version, the old way that Roblox was set up kind of made it look like a virus. Like, have you ever seen 2004 Roblox? That looks like the WinRAR webpage. And every time I go to WinRAR, whenever I get a new computer to download it, I feel like I'm getting hacked, even though I've done it a million times. It doesn't look like a safe website. So now it just feels like Roblox is finally like an actual website. I feel like I'm on a gaming platform now, rather than on some kid's platform where I play video games that other people make, So, yeah, let's get on to the first thing. This isn't really a big thing, so I'm just starting with this one. We'll get, like, slowly bigger, I guess, as we go on. But my biggest topic is coming at the end. This will be separated into little chapters, so if you want to go to, like, the big topic, it'll be the last topic, other than the conclusion. But, yeah, let's start off. Avatar Shop. The Roblox catalog is now called Avatar Shop, and that really annoys me whenever I'm on Roblox. Is like, I go onto Roblox and I like look for the catalog button, and since it says Discover, which is the games page, Avatar Shop, Create, and Robux, I always click on Create, or I used to. I've gotten kind of used to it now, but at first I would always click Create because I'm used to clicking Catalog. I don't know. It's just really annoying that it's called that now, because now I have to look for Avatar Shop, and that sounds so much worse than Catalog. Catalog worked, and they had no reason to change it. And same with Discovery. It's just the games page. It's like they're trying to do like a TikTok Explore page, or like Instagram Explore page, or a TikTok For You page. Like, Discovery, really? Just do games. It's not that difficult. It's not worse. It doesn't make Roblox less corporate or less sleek to have it say games, because it's a gaming platform. Okay, I just felt like that was stupid. There's a new cursor on Roblox, and apparently people are getting mad about it. I haven't really seen it. I just hear people saying, bro, why is everyone getting mad about it? But I haven't seen anyone actually get mad about it. So, I don't know. I like it. I like the new click cursor because whenever I originally saw it, I just thought that it looked really janky and just overall bad because like it was like pixel art and it just looked like an extra thing that they added on, and it just felt like a stock clip art image that they found like randomly just to add it in. So I like I like that new one. And then the new cursor icon, I feel like it just looks super generic, and the original Roblox, well, the original for me, I guess, the original Roblox little arrow, like I'll put it on screen now for everyone who's watching, but the little arrow thing, I feel like if they just rounded off those edges, it would match the style that they're going for now, and it would still have that Roblox feel, you know? But I don't know. I don't have a really big problem with it, and I don't know why people are like, oh, something to get used to. You're already used to it. You have a regular cursor on your computer, unless you, like, use a Mac. I don't know what Macs have. I suspect that they have something different, but you know what I mean. The Roblox icon, this was a big deal a long time ago, but I don't know. I like it. I like it more than the old icon because the old icon was literally just an R and it looked really ghetto. Like how I was talking about earlier, how I like that new Roblox is sleeker because old Roblox kind of looked like a what's it called? Like a virus website or like a stupid, kitty website like Neopets or whatever. No hate against like Neopets, but like it does look like something that was made in 2005, which it probably was. There's no problem with that. I just like the newer, sleeker designs of everything. I don't know if that's a non-popular opinion or anything like that, but yeah. The new Robux icon, I don't I don't have a problem with it. It's just like it felt like an unnecessary change when they could be changing literally anything else about the Roblox website. So just giving us a little like token from China or whatever as the Robux icon. I don't know. It just feels redundant and a little stupid to add just that. I don't know. Just a little gripe I have with it. Like it just feels like an unneeded change. Just you know. And I keep on saying as if I'm talking to one specific person, but from now on, I'm just going to refer to all of you as, all of you who are listening as Jeff. You're all now Jeff. So, me and Jeff are now talking about Roblox. So, yeah. We're kind of running through a lot of these topics really quickly. But, I'm just talking really fast because I'm trying to get my thoughts out as fast as possible. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But yeah. So you're listening, right, Jeff? Okay. So the catalog, the actual catalog, not the name avatar shop or whatever, the catalog. I have a really big problem with the catalog now because whenever you click on the avatar shop, it automatically goes to recommended items for you when originally it was all featured items. And the featured items would like show you the Chloroblocks Death Speakers, Stitch Face, and then the new items that Roblox released, like on Memorial Day whenever they re-released the Silverthorn Antlers and the Work Clock set, Whenever that would that is why I would go to the Avatar shop so often. But now that I go to Avatar Shop and it shows recommended items for you, it doesn't really give me recommended items that I want. It just like if I looked for like a cowboy hat, it'll show me like 1,000 cowboy hats. And if I looked for let's say, like any of the new like freelance creator, whatever that's called, community creation hats, if I look at any of those, I'll get like a million of like the same item, like just different styles of hair. Like that happened to me once. I was like trying on 1,000 different types of hair, and then I went to my avatar shop, and usually I go there to like see, oh, what's the new featured item? but instead it shows me a bunch of hairs that I'll never buy. I never buy anything that's on the recommended items for me unless it's like an item made by Roblox. But 90% of the time it really isn't. So that just gets it gets really irritating to have to search for the featured, not search, but like it's nice to just click on the avatar shop, the catalog, and be greeted with all the featured items on Roblox, you know? Because the featured items are either the best community created ones or the most popular Roblox created ones. And I like the Roblox created like things a lot more than the new community created things. Like I'm glad that they added community creations, but the Roblox items are made by professional paid developers who like do this for an actual career, for a living. They work for Roblox. Like they went through a whole interview process or whatever, you know? But the community created ones is not really the same. It's more just freelance people who are seeing if they can turn their game assets into Roblox items that you could actually buy. And I'm all for that. It's really cool that they're allowing that now. That's something that I dreamed about whenever I was younger. But that doesn't mean I want that to be the only thing shown to me. Because after that was released, Roblox has released nothing but like shitty dances and shitty animation packs that no one under the age of like 14 really cares. Like no one above the age of 14 really cares about, you know? And Roblox, and don't say that Roblox is like a website for kids, because that's just such a stupid thing to say. It's not, because Roblox knows that Roblox is a website for all ages. Like the only people that I even like play the game with are people who are like 16 to 19 years old. I can't play with anyone younger. Well, like maybe 15 to 19, whatever. But I can't really play with anyone younger because they're just like kids, you know? And I'm 16. I'm not going to want to like hang out with kids. So, but I'm still able to easily find people who are of my age range or of, I guess, my level of maturity. That sounds super gauche, but you understand what I'm talking about, Jeff. But like, it's nice that you can meet people of all ages, but it feels like they're kind of pandering towards the children more. Like they're making items on Roblox that they know all these kids are gonna buy. Because most of the kids that are like my age and up, they're gonna stick with the R6. They're not even gonna touch R15. And the only time they will is just so that they can make their idle animation look better. You know? Because the older ones are the ones who are making groups, making the assets, making the ads, making the graphics, the games, everything else. And yeah, I see like 10, 12-year-olds making video games, but they're not like amazing ones. Maybe like a simulator game that you play for 15 minutes and spend 20 Robux on. The moneymaker games, which I'll discuss later. But like the game is full of people of all ages. So I just wish that Roblox would continue to make items for people of all ages. Like the most recent items, the most recent good items that we've been getting are like the Lil Nas X collection that people thought was going to go limited because that's the only reason why you would buy any of this stuff. None of it went limited. Like, I'm looking at the all featured items right now. There's Ball Sokka Tribe's Pride. Who's gonna buy that other than someone who's like 12 years old? The people who are 15 and older are gonna stick with the classic Roblox stuff because that's what they grew up with. I've been playing Roblox for what? Let me think. 9 years? I think 2012. Yeah, 9 years. I've been playing Roblox for 9 years. So I'm used to the original R6 and a little bit of R15, but I've never really delved into it because I felt like it was just not as good. It didn't give me the Roblox feel. It just feels like Roblox is like the Roblox developers are straying away from what made Roblox great to begin with. and they're trying to make it more like modern. Oh, we're gonna have these more realistic bodies, Arthro, you know? But it never catches traction ever since it came out back in like what, 2018? Like, I don't know. They're just spending a lot of time on stuff that no one really, like, their main big older audience who is making Robux and then buying their stuff that they're making and making their website actually like making people who want to actually like play it. Those older people aren't really getting like good enough representation. Like, let's say we go to the Discover page and we go to the most popular games. We have Bloxburg, Royal High, U Bazaar, Brookhaven RP, animated. That's a lot of anime games. Whoa. Wow. I never realized that. But we have like Arsenal, like Rolv, Murder Mystery 2, Nicholas, Bloxburg, forgot what his name. But like all of these games aren't made by like 12, 13-year-olds, but these are the people who are making like tens of thousands of Robux every day. They're the people who are making Roblox's platform a actual game platform. And they were the ones who grew up with the original Roblox avatars. And yet everything is being pandered to just the people who play the games, and I just don't feel like that's really fair to the people who are actually making this website what it is. Because Roblox can add as many avatar shop add-ons, as many like new ways to make your games better, but they're not actually making the games. The community is making the games, and the games that get popular are made by kids my age, maybe even like 18-year-olds, like Stickmaster Luke. He was like 18 whenever he started working at Roblox, and they're still like just pandering to kids, and I don't know, it just feels a little disrespectful. I don't know. But yeah, I just let's go back to like the catalog. The featured items, I want to see more Roblox created items. So here, let me look up, when did Roblox R15 come out? I think that was like 2016. And let's look at these items that are on here. We have the Ninja Animation Package, Toy Animation Package, Old School Animation Pack, Zombie Animation Pack, Bubbly Animation, Mage Animation. That is in the top 12 items. And then we have Stitch Face, Chloroblox Death Speaker, Lil Nas X Thing, Ball Soccer Pride. No one's gonna buy either of those. And then the Extreme Headphones. No one's gonna buy those except for like 13-year-olds. You know, I got no problems with kids playing this game, but we want items for all age groups, not just the ones that will make money because you got a sponsorship from a big rapper, you know? Like, all of these items, these classic Roblox items that everyone likes and everyone wants, were made, like, 10 years ago. Like, what the hell? Like, all of these animation packs were made 5 years ago. The Chloroblox Death Speaker was probably made, like, I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that. We have the Stitch Face. That's probably 9, 10 years ago. Violet Valkyrie. That was, like, 3 years ago. Like, it's been years since Roblox has had, like, new items that they've made personally that go along with Roblox's aesthetic. And they have a very specific aesthetic that they're kind of ruining with all these new packages that they're making. And I don't know. I feel like that's kind of what's ruining or like making people not want to make like, or I don't know. I don't know how to phrase this. I just feel like people aren't wanting to play Roblox as much as they did anymore, or make Robux, or have a reason to make Robux anymore. Because the items that they're wanting are the classic Roblox items that cost like 80,000 Robux, 200,000 Robux, like the classic fedora, the Valkyrie helm, like stuff like that. That's what they're trying to get, but that costs so much money. And all of these new things that they're bringing out are not being bought by the people who want to make the money, who are able to make money on Roblox. So they're kind of branching off. That's why I quit Roblox for like 2 years and then came back to just make groups and all that all that jazz, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like Roblox needs to respect its original audience a little bit more. That's just how I feel about the catalog. In my notes I put down avatar editor. I like the new avatar editor. I feel like the way that they like limited our usage makes our characters look a lot more unique and a lot more like the way we make them is a lot more thoughtful now. So we don't have just like every single item that we own on, you know? Like 3 hats. If you limit us to 3 hats and maybe some extra ones using the advanced option, that's a good idea because then we don't have like the people who aren't creative just putting on a bunch of random items and looking really stupid. Because now people are like actually putting effort into their characters and making them look like aesthetically pleasing is not the right word, but I think you understand what I'm getting at. And yeah, I just feel like the new avatar editor, by new I mean, 6 years, but I'm glad that they changed it, you know? But the next thing I have is nicknames. Nicknames is kind of like a love-hate thing for me because I feel like nicknames is a good way for people to like test out like usernames on their account or just put their actual name. Like mine is like Andrew at Bixels because at Bixels is my actual username, and then we have Andrew, which is my name. Hi, I'm Andrew. Nice to meet you, Jeff. But I don't know. I just feel like nicknames are kind of useless, and it makes usernames like have no purpose anymore. Because like whenever people were making accounts, they were thinking like, what is a name that I wouldn't be embarrassed about? But now they can just make whatever username they want and then just make a nickname. I don't know. It's kind of a love-hate thing for me because I think it's a really good thing, and I think it's cool that you can just change your name every 7 days. But I also think that it just makes usernames obsolete. I don't know. It just kind of too much like Twitter for me. And I'm not like a big social media user. I go on there like once every week or something like that. But yeah. Industry groups. The industry of industry groups. And by that I mean like cafe groups, restaurant groups, smoothie groups, juice bar groups, all those groups I'm just putting all together into one thing, industry groups, because that's usually how big groups refer to them, I guess. That's how I refer to them whenever I'm collectively talking about them. It's either industry groups or cafe groups, because cafe groups kind of puts it all into one nice, neat bow. If you say cafe group, then you know it's like a restaurant or a juice bar or whatever, But yeah, the industry groups are kind of all the same now. Like, there's nothing different about them except some of them have really amazing builds that they paid 100,000 Robux for. But there's, like, nothing special about these new groups other than, like, different communities. But in this age of, like, PC and, like, being... Okay, PC means politically correct. I was about to just reiterate, but, in this age of being politically correct about every little thing, people kind of make these groups and then don't really allow any kind of social freedoms or anything like that. It's kind of all like K-pop stan culture on all of these groups. And I just feel like I can't really meet any fun, interesting people on there because they're all so worried about being politically correct that like you can't just have like a funny conversation with them because everything can be offensive to someone, Like I know I'm kind of treading. I'm trying to tread lightly as much as I can because I don't want to make people. I don't want to make you mad, Jeff. But uh, I'm just saying. I feel like people aren't really themselves anymore because they're trying to like keep themselves from being ridiculed for like saying something that's like out of pocket, but in like a really weird way. You know, it was like that one time whenever this one guy on BuzzFeed tried to make it where saying marijuana was racist, and it was like it was a super big leap in logic, but it still like got some people riled up. I know it's not a thing anymore. Like most of you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. I'll link a H3H3 video on it in the description. But like I don't know. It's just pretty. It's just sad that I can't really meet anyone who like isn't trying to be like politically correct on these cafe groups anymore. I've kind of branched off to like military groups, and I've always hated military groups, but I feel like in military groups they try to um they don't try to like keep their image upheld all the time because military groups usually don't care about preserving their image, like as long as they're not like racist or botting members or like homophobic or anything like that, they're probably good, you know. But industry groups are always focused on keeping that good image because once they lose that image, they'll become like Boho Salon, like just a botted group that has like 50,000 members and it's just a ghost land, you know, because no one cares about Boho Salon anymore. When was the last time you heard someone bring up Boho Salon? I haven't heard it in like 4 years. It's insane. Like, and cafe groups are always really worried about losing, like, losing their status, you know? And they always try to, like, become more modern, more revolutionary with their games, but it's always just the same game with a bigger map. Like, Bakies is basically just trying to become Adopt Me, but with a cafe aspect to it. And I don't know, the city of Bakeysville, it's so stupid. I mean, I've always been a fan of Bakeys and their like infrastructure and all that stuff, but like, come on, they could have done so much better. But they're, you know, again pandering to children. Like, there are shows made for children, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, but or like Star Wars even, that everyone can enjoy, including the children who watch it. But it doesn't like pander to them. It treats them like adults, like human beings. And I feel like all things like that. Like all things should be like that. Like Roblox should just be a website for everyone, but not like let you say the N word or the F word, you know? Like keep it safe for kids, but don't like keep it safe from adults either, you know? Because I feel like adults should be allowed to express themselves through Roblox as well. Because Roblox is an amazing platform where you can express yourself through hundreds of different ways, and that's really, really cool. And I feel like Roblox and industry groups as a whole are kind of making it harder to do that for more mature audiences. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, make them change their terms of service or whatever, or make their rules less strict. I'm just saying, like, they should be making content for everyone, not just for children. Because it's not a children's platform anymore. The children who played this at first have grown up and they still play it, you know? So, yeah. And my final topic is probably, I don't know if it's going to be the biggest one, but it's my biggest problem with Roblox nowadays. It's that all Roblox games are the same and they're all super boring. Like, I don't care how many like mini games they add or how modern it looks or how clean the scripting is. They're all the same. Like like it's hard to find a game that isn't under a certain pre-done formula, you know? Like, we have the simulator games, the games, uh, the anime games, but that just goes right back into simulator games. Tycoon games are kind of all the same now, because originally it was like you wait for your money to build up and then you step on a square. But now it's that same thing, but you click. It's like a clicker game, but like more in depth. Like you buy new buildings for a business, or you add new stuff to your bakery. You know, just stuff like that. Like tycoon games, simulator games. They're all the same. Like all Roblox groups that define themselves by like cafe, airport, whatever. They're all the same. And I guess it gets really hard to want to continue playing Roblox whenever if you don't like a certain like if you don't like simulator games, that's like a third of Roblox just gone. You know? And I just feel like that really sucks. And like I know why these simulator games are made. It's because it makes you a ton of money really quickly. Like if you just make a shitty simulator game in like 2 months, and then you release it and get a bunch of in-game purchases, you'll make like I don't know 100,000 Robux in like a month. You know, and that's pretty good money. But like that's like $300. That doesn't sound like a lot of money actually, but like I don't know. You can invest it and then sell your Roblox items on the black market, whatever. If you know any of them. But yeah. I just want Roblox to have a more incentive to make like interesting games, you know? Sorry if you hear like screaming in the background. It's what my family likes to do. Um but like there's this game called Roses, and it was like a horror game on Roblox, but it was like story based. And you don't get like any story based Roblox games. Like you don't get like any Red Dead Redemptions or anything like that. It's always like a simulator game. Oh, I'm gonna simulate being a cowboy. I'm gonna simulate being a chef. Every game on Roblox is basically a simulator because they don't really want to put any effort into making story-based games, and that's why half of the people who play video games, sorry about that, that's why half the people who play video games play the video games. Like half of people play that, like who buys I don't know, The Last of Us for the gameplay? Not many. Most people buy it for the story, and then the gameplay comes next. You know? Like, people, like, even Call of Duties. I used to just buy Call of Duties for the story and just replay that story over and over because I didn't have Xbox Live, you know? And it's because, you know, I enjoyed the stories. Even though they weren't in-depth or anything, they were cool, you know? And we don't need in-depth, you know, Red Dead Redemption 2 type games. I just want more effort put into the games. Because it's like, you can make a simulator game, make a ton of money, or you can make a amazing story-based game where it will stand as one of Roblox classics if you just put in the effort to make it, you know? Like, the only game devs that I feel like do this the best is Rolve, which is like Valve, but in Roblox, and they just remake a lot of Valve's games. But they do it in a good way and in a kind of unique way, and I think that that's really cool. All the different games that they give you, like they give you a whole game that's just gun game. They give you a CS:GO for they give you CS:GO for free. They give you a new modern CS:GO for free. They give you just like a regular shooter game. They give you like a Call of Duty type, which is the Vietnam, like 1776 or whatever. I know that's definitely not, because that's not the time period of Vietnam, but yeah. And then they have a murder mystery game, which is, I mean, it's nothing special. It's just murder mystery put into the physics system of Arsenal, but it's still cool. And that's really cool, and I'm glad that they're doing that. But like
they're actually putting effort into their games. Like, yeah, they already have a template and they know what they're doing, but they're making actual games that stand the test of time. Like, every night, me and my girlfriend, well, not every night, but most nights, me and my girlfriend will be like, hey, let's play a game on Roblox. And then me or her, whoever says it first, we always say, you have to pick the game this time. Because there's nothing interesting or good to play. I can't really think of a game. I can't even think of like 5 games on Roblox that I would consider to be my favorites, you know? I can think of maybe 2, maybe 3, but I don't know. There's like nothing really special about Roblox games anymore. Because once you've played like 7 games on Roblox, you've kind of played them all. And I don't know. It's just kind of sad that like the kids who are going to be playing Roblox won't really have the same like, whoa, this is the best game I've ever played like I did whenever I was younger. Because whenever I was younger, this might be just nostalgia glasses because I was like what, 7 whenever I started playing. But it's just like whenever I was younger, I would play the new Mad Murderer game. I would play Mad Games, which Mad Games was an amazing product of its time. It was just epic mini games with like 1,000 times better. But like I was able to play these awesome new games without like having to think about like, oh, this game is just like the last 20 games I played. I can't really find anything to play on here anymore. I'm gonna go play the new Call of Duty, you know? So, I just wish that kids nowadays, and even me now, would have like a reason to come back to Roblox. But since everyone knows how to make a quick buck by making a really shitty simulator game, it just makes you money, so why try? There's the easy way, and then the Ubisoft Bethesda way. If you slap Fallout 5 onto a game disc, you're gonna make like $1 million. But if you make a new game, like I don't know, like um what's it called? Oh, like Driver San Francisco, which is a game that no one has heard about except for like I don't know, maybe like 200,000 people in the whole world. But like Driver San Francisco was like this like racing game, but it was kind of free roam, but kind of not, and you could like phase into other drivers' bodies. So you could like teleport across cars to stop cops from chasing you and stuff like that. And it was like a super interesting game. Or you can just, and it probably didn't make a lot of money because it was just, just some niche title that no one thinks about. Or like Celeste. Celeste is this relatively new compared to, I guess, how old I am. It's relatively new because it came out like, I don't know, a year or 2 ago. But it's just this it's just a normal platformer game, but you have like this dash and it just changes everything about the game. Changes how the game is played, how you make decisions. And it just rewrites the formula of these older games. And I feel like that's just like really, really cool. So I wish that the game developers on Roblox had more passion to make actual games. Because I'm not really getting, I don't know. I just want Roblox games to have more substance. I don't want to find the 1 millionth uh, simulator game where the creator of it made it so that they could get a Valkyrie helm, I want an actual game to be made. But you can't really do that on Roblox as a solo developer. But we have these game studios that are just making 1,000 simulator games. No. It would be nice to get some actual games on Roblox. Because Roblox is like one of the best game development platforms I've ever seen or ever used. Like, it might not have as much as Unity or Unreal Engine 3 or 4 or whatever, but it is so intuitive that I was able to learn how to script in like 2 months. That's really, really cool. And no one really takes advantage of that. They kind of just take advantage of the system. And it's like the same thing with YouTube nowadays. You can make like really bad top 10 videos and make, $10,000 a month or something like that. So yeah, I want Roblox to try. Not Roblox, I want the Roblox community to try now. Because there's only one game that there are 3 games that I come back to Roblox for every day now. There's Knife Ability Tester, Black Hawk Rescue Mission 5, yeah, and then Arsenal. And it would be nice to have more variety in my recently played games. Because most of my recently played games are just bad simulators that I played for 10 minutes and never touched again. So, yeah, that's not all I have to say. I could go on another 4-hour tangent, but that's really all that I have to say about Roblox for now. Maybe I'll make a follow-up podcast episode on this later, but that's all that I have to say for now about Roblox games. So, yeah. Back to my favorite game on Roblox right now, Black Hawk Rescue Mission 5. There will be a link to that game in the description. Everyone who listens to this, everyone who watches this, needs to play this game. It's so good. It's a shooter game, so if you don't like shooter games like Rainbow Six Siege, or I guess Call of Duty, but not really. But if you like shooter games in general, you will probably love this game. It's so good. And there isn't even like a lot of content right now, so they need to add a lot more. But it's so well made. It's what I want every Roblox game to have. But it's like the only one that really tries. So, yeah. Just please play Black Hawk Rescue Mission 5. It's so good. It's so good. And join my group. That will be right under it. It's called the Dads of Black Hawk, and it's where we dress up in a white button-up t-shirt, put on a beard and a cap, and we just do missions together. Trying to get it off the ground with this podcast episode, so please join so that I can have more people to play this game with, because not enough people know about it. So yeah, go in the description, play it right now. But yeah, maybe I'll have a guest on next time. I don't know, we'll see. But thank you all for listening. If you have anything else to say, or anything that you would like to add, or if you want to just debate with me in the comments about anything I said, I'm right here. Hit me up in the comment section. I read every comment if I get them, because, I'm not a huge creator, but yeah. Thank you all for listening. I will catch you in the next episode, either of my scripting series or of the podcast, whatever you want. So yeah, thank you all for listening. I hope you all have an amazing day. Go play the game.